Winter is coming whether you're ready or not, but next year's garden success depends entirely on what you do in the next few weeks. With ground freeze as our ultimate deadline, we had to go from this to this. Miss this window and you'll spend your entire spring sorting tools, trash, and crop residue instead of planting. Tackle these tasks now and you'll be ready for next spring. We'll show you how we got there and 3 bonus tasks that you can do right now. It was a beautiful day, so we got some coffee in us and started with tools. Nothing screams amateur hour like leaving them buried under 3 feet of snow all winter. The same goes for wheelbarrows. And don't forget all those buckets scattered around. Hoses and irrigation gear were next. Trust me, frozen taps and hoses are expensive to replace. Then it's time to break down all the trellising. Yes, even the cattle panels need to find a home. This plastic trellising is handy, and it's supposed to last for years, but it's a pain in the ass to collect. If you've used it in the past, you're probably pulling your hair out just like us. It tangles around every flower bed, and you need to cut around the stems just to get it out. We had tons of wooden stakes and T-posts to sort out, and we got to work on that. We used our combi system with a brush cutter attachment to cut the crop residue. You just shave the tops off and leave the roots in the ground for more organic material. This is our scythe. My friend Rob wanted to go old school with this 5,000-year-old technology.
Okay, how you sharpen it? Oh.
While he got busy with the scythe, we finished cleaning up the beds, and now here's the before and after shots. By day's end, you should have that clean blank canvas. Here's where we would normally stop and congratulate ourselves. But there's tons of things we can still do. Here's 3 bonus tasks we did that will go a long way in prepping for spring. First, aerating the soil with a broad fork. We got this one at Johnny Seeds. Now, your plants love soft, fluffy soil. But what a lot of people don't know is that weeds hate it. So the more you do this, the less weeds. This should be a regular practice, especially us with rocky New England soil. Yes, it's labor intensive, but chip away at it whenever possible. Your future self will thank you. Next, we had leftover organic fertilizer sitting in the shed. A better place for it is in the ground. The old woman at our feed store told me a secret. And yes, the old woman at your feed store is an excellent source for regional wisdom. Well, she told me what she does is she over-fertilizes in the fall. You can use enough that would actually burn plants in the spring, because by the time the growing season arrives, winter has completely integrated this into the soil. Finally, in the flower garden, we cleaned up the pathways using a plow. This is our BCS tractor, and this is the rotary plow attachment. Did you know you can compost right in the pathways? This is one season of grass clippings over 2 seasons of wood chips. Look at this. We'll start fresh with some new wood chips in the pathways next year. You can see here how it's well on its way to becoming awesome soil. And there it is. Clean, prepared beds ready for spring planting. While your neighbors are fighting poor soil, diseases, and poor planting, you'll be planting in optimal conditions. Your spring success isn't luck, it's prep. You must complete these tasks before the ground freezes. The clock is ticking. Your future garden depends on what you do right now. And speaking of preparation, we need to test our soil before we can go any further. We've got multiple areas with different soil conditions, and our solutions depend on getting an accurate picture. Hit subscribe to see us test our soil and develop a plan that works for each specific area of our homestead.